Hi, Virgos. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing fine. This is September 7th, 2020, and it's for the week of September 7th, 2020 through September 13th, 2020. And I am feeling relatively rejuvenated. I had a lot of time to do some grounding, some time to spend with myself. I got to see new things. I went to St. Francisville, Louisiana, and I went to Jefferson, Texas. I went to haunted houses. I'm going back to Jefferson in December, so it's a really cool little town. It's got some craft stores, some antique malls. It's just fun. You should go check it out. It's kind of like a Branson without music. So, as you know, the other day while I was in St. Francisville, I opened this really cool oracle deck, the Magic of You Oracle deck by Fiona Horn, and I'm in love with it already. So as I was shuffling for y'all, I had a card fall out. So that means I'm going to draw two for you from that. This is the Epoch card. And this is the one I actually pulled. And it says to pause in your journey. This card is all about finding a sacred space for you. You need to have a place, maybe an altar or a place where you can go and read, something to have your grounding, something to have the things you need around you. I think this is actually going to be a really tough week for you, Virgos, and you really need to have your space. The next thing I get, this is the card that fell out, and this is have compassion for others. I believe that this means to have compassion for yourself this week. That there are things that are beyond your control that are going to be happening and that are going to make you feel out of sorts. And you are going to need that. You need that grounding and you need that compassion for yourself. Then I pulled a card from the Cheryl Richardson self-care cards. Now, that's it. This deck has an interesting story. I am not a thrift store girl. However, my daughter Sarah and her friend Sydney are. And we were in Hawaii a few years ago and they saw a thrift store and they're like, let's go. And I'm like, oh my God. So I went, and those girls can shop, let me tell you. And I found a vest that I've never worn. And the next time I see it, I'm going to give it away. And I found this oracle deck. And it languished on my shelf for a long time. And I recently came across it and I love it. And the card I get for you is Magnificence. Own your own magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. And basically, I feel like that means that this week, even though it's going to be a tough week for you, and I know it's going to be a tough week for you, that you need to know that you are magnificent and own that and have that compassion for yourself. You're going to be feeling discombobulated. You're going to feel pressure that you don't want to feel, and it's going to be okay. So have that compassion and own your magnificence, and make sure that you have that your altar or a place of sacred space for you. On the tarot, we get the Queen of Wands. What this is about, the Queen of Wands is a redheaded or fair-headed woman who likes to do a lot of hospitality. So I think that you might even have a guest this week. And that guest is going to be really hard on you. But at the same time that you need to have compassion for yourself, have compassion for that guest. And this guest could be at your job, so it might not literally be in your house, but there's going to be someone that is in your space this week. And this person, this is card is reverse, is a Ten of Swords. This person has all these swords sticking in them. And they're feeling like, oh, woe, it's me. They feel defeated. That could be you or it could be your guest, which is why you need that compassion for both of y'all. But you still need to be hospitable and to own your brilliance in this week. The last card I got is the Devil. Let's flip it over. It was reversed. So this says there might be some addiction going on or some illness. And that does not mean, that it's over and done with, but there's definitely something going on. So own who you are. Definitely take time and ground and have your sacred space and give yourself some grace. It's going to be a tough week. That doesn't mean that you're not going to make it through. You are. You are magnificent. This card says you are magnificent. You need self care, you need self love, but it's going to be a tough week for you. You have a good day. If you want to do a private reading, 405 512 9400, send me a text or go on my Facebook page, Belladonna Moonbeams. And if not, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.